We need to have family team meetings that have actions. I think that when we have our families coming together at a family team meeting, that is the best time to make sure that we have transparency.
How are families engaged throughout our family engagement process? And what we have implemented is our family engagement initiative. And with that, we actually have our families as a part of like the team so that they can come together. And as we facilitate the conversation, they can develop planning for our young people, for themselves, set up kind of like a support system, but having them all have a voice is what's really important about the Family Engagement Initiative. And even the young person being a part of developing this support system.
Family team meetings in Georgia typically would happen in the first 30 or so days of a child coming into care. For me personally, it was very scary. I sat at a table. You're told you can bring whoever you want. So I brought some of my family members. But it was scary because you're almost sitting across. So you've got your people on one side, and then you have the department agency on the other side with the other people. And it was very uncomfortable. But it's gotten a lot better over the time. It's the goals oriented inside of it are supposed to be to help build case plans, as well as to kind of go over what's going on with the family, what's their strengths and weaknesses. Now, family team meetings are happening more frequently than just in the first 30 days. So now families can request a family team meeting whenever they would like to. They're having the opportunity to engage in that way. If they have questions, if things aren't making sense in their case, if we're hitting roadblocks, they can request one.
We have made improvements, but there is more to do. And if we are committed to continuous quality improvement, all of the things that we keep talking about, then we have to start asking and hearing and listening and then shifting. That's the hard part, I think, within the system. As much as we say we do share power, we partner with families and we're engaging with families, I think the engagement is us coming and telling families what to do, and here are all the classes you need to take and your life is going to be better. And if you don't do it, it doesn't work. It's not the way. And you have to sit down and hear what that reality is.
Sometimes we talk about placement and family team meetings. It just depends on where it is in the case. In the very beginning, a lot of times they utilize that time to kind of ask for family members. I encourage my parents to think beforehand of anybody, because when children are removed, that's the last thing on your mind is trying to list every human that you might know or your family members.
That family unit is going to support, or they're going to teach, they're going to influence, whether good or bad. So you definitely want to get in there and get connected with that family unit, who has the power in the household, to try to bring them along to help that youth with those changes. I think the family helps to determine whether that youth succeed or fail.
We do try to use that time to make sure that the department knows who else is available for placement. So if a child is in care and they're in a stranger foster home, or they're 2 hours away or even further, or in a group home or in a hotel, at that point I really try hard to say, think of anybody and everybody, your friends, your family members, community members.
What about the family? What about the parents? Which we do engage them, but are we really engaging them to better support the young person? The goal is reunification. We want them to go back. So how do we help support this family get there, or even prevent placement? So definitely having them with the planning has been really important, but it's also one of the shifts in the way that we practice some of our work.
I think that child welfare agencies really need to be focusing a lot more on active listening. You know, it's easy to sit down and say, I gave a parent an opportunity to speak, but it's a whole other thing to say, I actively listened to them. I heard their concerns. I heard their wants. I heard their dislikes. I heard their celebrations, and then actively going out and doing something with it.
The individuals that we're coming to serve are not being served, then we have to do it better. We have to do it again. So having that voice at the table, instead of us all saying, well, look at all of these great things that we have, we've started over, we're rethinking, we're redesigning, and it's actually invigorating a lot of people as well. So I say to make the change, you have to truly commit to having the voice of those with lived experience part of the work, the design, the creation, the discussion every day.